What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crackers Season 4, and as you can see, Gizmo is enjoying comics. He was just eating, so I didn't know he was going to be in the video, and there he goes. Good job, Giz. Thanks for destroying again. Come here. You want to sit up there? You going to sit? Okay. As you can see a little bit on the side over there, which not many of them, but my fiance got them from her job. She got a nice little discount on these, let's see if I can grab them. Oh, these little holder things. Right now I'm putting in my trade paperbacks in here. The other one I used to have, well I still have, is kind of getting shoddy. It's falling apart. And I keep my CGCs in that one. But my fiance, like I said, she went to work. They had a whole stack of these come in and she bought them. They were all discounted to begin with. They were on clearance. That's why there's a lot of different weird colors. I have ones with flowers, which I'm going to redecorate. Clear one. They were like, with their discount, they were like $2 a piece. So I told them, I was like, yeah, I could really use them. Put my stuff in there because I'm out of shelves from DVDs. So yeah, so she got the whole bunch that they had and filled them up. Bless you, Giz. Bless you. Whole bunch of them and put my paperbacks in there. We also did some shopping yesterday, which was interesting. We went to Hallmark and got some ornaments. She got Rainbow Bright and the hell is it, Little Mermaid and some other ones, and I got the Iron Patriot, which is pretty cool, and Kit, which is awesome. Which I took him out. I'll show you what he does. You put the little button.
I am the voice of Night Industry 2000's microprocessor, k.i.t.t for easy reference, a kit if you prefer.
And the light just keeps going back and forth until you turn it off or whatever. But that's awesome. Got a Kit, and supposedly on the 5th or the 7th, they have more of them coming out. They have the Joker, which talks, which I want to get. So my fiance and I would grab one of the wish list books. We marked off quite a few and brought it back to them, and they said they're going to hold them for us because we don't think we're going to be able to get there in the morning to get them. Because the guy was telling us, like, yeah, he's like, they're usually gone really quick. He's like, especially superheroes. They were out of the Spider-Man and the Batman, but he said they were getting another shipment of them in, so I put them, marked them down, and supposedly I'm getting those too. And we got which I forgot to show you. We got it, but it's in the closet, so this one doesn't destroy them. We got the Christmas Vacation one where he plugs in the thing, and it's pretty cool. But I also went to, there goes Gizmo, crazy. Went to Walgreens and got this thing. It's Green Arrow. It's a little crazy, but he comes on like a little stand. I forget they were called, but I was looking for what the hell? Noggins. Yeah, couldn't think of the damn name. But they didn't have any, so I got that instead. They had it. That was pretty cool. I did get some comics, but I also got, I don't know if I showed this already, but what the hell, I'll show it again. I got Iron Man 3 on Blu-ray. Very cool. One of the cool things about this that is actually friggin' awesome is you can actually download Jarvis onto your Blu-ray player if you have an iPad or whatever the hell those things are called. So my fiance downloaded it and put it through the Blu-ray player, so you can actually have Jarvis turn on your Blu-ray player. You say Jarvis Blu-ray player on, and it turns. It's nuts. Also, another cool thing is they give away a free Iron Man 3 poster. Well, not Iron Man 3, but an Iron Man poster. You had to go to Marvel Now, I think it's called. No, I'm sorry, More Marvel it's called. And if you have Blu-ray, you have the activation code in there. You can get a free poster. Well, they charge you for shipping. It was like $3 for shipping, but it's on its way. It's a 6 to 8 weeks though, so that's going to be a while. But it's very cool. I did get some comics. I'm going to show them now. Get into them. This is Ocean Master #1 or Aquaman 23.2. That's just a really cool cover. Like I said, if you haven't seen these 3D things in person, you really have to take a look at one of them because they're impressive. This one I thought was awesome too. This is Parasite #1 or Superman 23.4. Just really cool colors. And this one I liked a lot as well. Killer Croc #1 or was it Batman and Robin 23.4. And these are all impossible to get now unless you go to eBay. And you're going to pay through the nose for them. That's what sucks ass, is that they were gone really quick because they actually are really cool. I know Killer Croc was going for like $50 on eBay already, so it's nuts. Like I said, I only got the ones that I really thought were that I would enjoy and the books I actually read. This is Doomsday #1 or Batman Superman 3.1. Gizmo, you being bad again? He's getting crazy. That's Man Bat #1 or Batman Detective Comics 23.4. Sinestro #1 or Green Lantern 23.4. Very cool. Secret Society #1 or it's Justice League 23.4. And this one I did not get the 3D cover. Like I said, I was extremely pissed off I couldn't get it because apparently they were sold out before they even went on sale. And they wouldn't let me pre-order it, but what the hell, I got the regular one, which apparently is hard to get as well. This is Joker's Daughter #1 or Batman Dark Knight 23.4. Which I did get a chance to read. It was interesting, but I was a little disappointed because I thought, well, spoiler alert, I haven't got a chance to do the actual card thing yet, but soon. I actually thought it was like the Joker's daughter, but it's really not. Like, she just finds his face and thinks she's going to get respect that way. This one came off of eBay. I'm very excited. Like I said, I made a goof before I got the Fury of Firestorm #1, and I thought that was Firestorm's first appearance. But I actually got his first appearance now. Firestorm, the Nuclear Man #1. Got it extremely cheap. It was $2 and $2 shipping. Well, $2.99, so $5. First appearance of Firestorm. And well, actually, I think he let's see something. I think he actually put a bonus comic in there. I didn't even notice it. Oh no, he didn't. That's weird. That is really weird. I thought it was another comic, but put the cardboard in between the comic, which is interesting. But the guy did pack this really well, though. I have to give him credit. He packed it between two giant pieces of cardboard and then had other cardboards in between that. Wrapped it in newspaper, bubble wrap, and then put it in a box. Very cool. Moving on. I also got the A+X #12 with Wonder Man and Beast. And Jubilee and Captain America. I love this series thing, but I stopped collecting it because when I stopped getting the new issues, I was like, oh crap. But I'm going to try to go back, which that's the thing, like I've mentioned billions of times in episodes. Can't stand going back to get books because sometimes it's such a bitch. Because either you can't find them or they're really expensive then, or, if you miss too many, then you're spending a fortune getting them all. But anyway, last but not least, I got this for a great price too. This was $2 and $3 shipping. So again, for $5, The Amazing Spider-Man #187. Very cool. Too bad I can't say I'm closing in on finishing Spider-Man, but that ain't gonna happen for a very long time. But it is fun going after them. So, I can't bitch too much as I'm like, alright, I'm never gonna get that done. Well, at least not for a very long time. It is fun going after the issues, especially if you get them for a good price here and there. But that's going to be it for me for a while with comics and pretty much anything, except for Batman Arkham Origins that comes out the end of October or middle, 25th or whatever it is. So that'll show because that I paid off in full already. But pretty much I'm going to be done for a little while because I got to pay off my credit card. Almost maxed it out and I didn't want to go too crazy. But I'm going to not buy anything for a little while, pay that thing off and get that done, and then I guess start all over again. But this time I'm gonna not go as crazy. I've been saying that, and my fiance is like, "Oh, you keep saying that, but you always find deals." I'm like, "That's how it works." Unfortunately, it's always when you don't have any money, those deals pop up. 20% off that, 30% off this. You put something in that's like a $60 book, and you put your best offer for $10, and miraculously the guy accepts it. You're like, "Oh, sneaky, sneaky." But it's usually how it works. When you're broke, all the sales come around. Update, I guess. My fiance and I were still looking for trying to get a house, which it's getting to the point where it seems like it's a sick joke because no matter what we do, like I said, it just doesn't seem to want to come around. But the one thing I kept remembering as more and more pissed off I kept thinking there's a reason we're not getting these. So I was like, that's probably what somebody or something is keeping us from getting these for a reason. I'm hoping that's what's going on. Because some of the houses we seen and we really did like, but the neighborhood was just really, really bad, and I don't want to have to worry about My fiance being home by herself if I'm at work or something, or she's coming home, late at night, and and the like I said, the neighborhood, it just was just really bad, and that's why we were wondering why the houses were so cheap, and they were extremely, like I said, they were extremely nice on the inside. We did go to see a few just out of curiosity, and we looked inside, and they were just unbelievably great, but the neighborhood was so bad that there was just, well, I mean, we're not like racist or picky or anything, but it's just the neighborhood was just something. It's not that we couldn't stand it, but we were just very worried. If you looked around the neighborhood, it looked like it was a war zone. There was like rundown cars that were like rotted in like the woods. You saw them. There was like an old gas station that was completely burnt out. It must have went on fire or something like that, and they never did anything with it. And it's got like broken down cars everywhere. There's there was tires on the road. I mean, then when you get to the actual like our actual neighborhood, um, the community itself, like the outside of the houses were all kind of run down looking. That's what was funny is the inside of the house that we saw was great, but the outside looked like hell. And so, like I said, there's probably a reason we're not getting these, but it is frustrating because we did find another one we liked, and my fiance's like, oh, this one looks even better, and and I said to her, I was like, the funny thing, what's going to really happen is by the time we actually get an actual way to get these houses, there'll be nothing around. It's constantly coming up with all these great houses and great locations and great prices, like, but we turn around and we'll be able to get it. That's when you'll see nothing. Like there'll be nothing anywhere. Be like, oh, we missed all of them. Just pisses me off though. I mean, like I said, I keep thinking in my head, I'm like, all right, there's a reason, but it just, my fiance is getting more and more aggravated because the clock's ticking. We have till December, then we either have to stay or we have to leave here, and the actual place we live now wants to know by the end of November if we're staying or not, because then they have to, we have to get everything ready, and then the thing that sucks is they start showing the apartment while you're still here, which is kind of annoying. Because then once December, I think, yeah, we're December 20. I'm sorry, no, December 31st. We have to be out. Like we have to be out of this apartment that day if we don't decide to stay. So my fiance's like, she feels like she's on. We all feel like we're on a crunch. It's just nuts. Like she's busting her ass trying to get stuff, but of course it's always a kick in the face. It's, oh well, you make enough. It's like I said. What gets us is we have enough money to put down on a house, and we have enough money to sustain it. But the problem is because I declared bankruptcy, like about a year ago. My fiance's one is almost done, so that's a plus. And my credit sucks, so they can't even use me on the actual application thing. So they're only using her. Now, according to them, on paper, it doesn't. She can't pay for the house. Like that's what it says on paper, because she got two jobs, and both jobs are making the minimum that you would be able to get a house with. This is what gets confusing. And then, so she'd have to have one job that pays that money, and then she would be able to get a better mortgage on the. It's just, we're looking at the people like, you're kidding us, right? Like the one house we wanted, they wanted 3% down, which was like $5 or $6 grand. And my fiance's like, I have that, but because they wouldn't give her a high enough mortgage, she couldn't cover the rest of it. So that one. So she's like, this is ridiculous. She goes, we have the money to put down on the house, and we could pay for it, but we can't. It's so annoying. And the thing that really pisses her off more than anything else is the fact that we're paying more money in rent than what we would be paying for on the mortgage and living in an actual house. So that's what gets us more than anything else. Who knows? We'll see. Oh yeah, got to do Gizmo's picks. Because he got frustrated. I haven't been doing it lately, and he gets a little annoyed because he wants his name in lights. So let's do some Gizmo picks.